What's up, YouTube? It's Bullseye82331, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you how to do a little bit of maintenance on your Dyson vacuum. Also, I'm going to be showing you how to change your battery. This Dyson is about 3 years old, and the battery is starting to wear. The reason I know the battery is starting to wear is because it has a shorter run time. So ways that you can know that your battery needs to be changed is if when you go to charge it, the light just blinks and flashes, and it doesn't want to hold a charge anymore. The other way you can know is shorter life. So as your battery gets older, it begins to have a shorter lifespan and runtime. That's exactly what's happening with this Dyson. And so we're gonna change the battery today with a replacement. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of an upgrade in this Dyson. This battery is about twice as big, so meaning twice the runtime. And so hopefully we're gonna try it out. Got it on Amazon. We're gonna see what it does and how well it works. While I'm at it, I'm gonna do some other maintenance. I'm gonna change the 2 filters that are in the Dyson. And so if you're watching this video just to learn how to change the filters, I'm gonna go through that step by step. But first, I'm going to walk through the battery change, okay? So this is the new battery. There's a couple of different models of Dyson. This is a Dyson V8 plus pet hair, I believe. And so this is kind of the middle of the road Dyson. And so basically you just want to make sure you get a battery that's compatible for your Dyson model. This battery, like I said, I got on Amazon. It's equivalent to what's there with a longer runtime. So it's supposed to have a longer battery life. I don't know if it's bigger battery cells or however they work that. The other thing you'll notice is this battery has a long, elongated section here for it to plug in. Where it plugs in here, and this is where it screws in. Basically, some Dysons are gonna have a different look to them other than this, and so that's the biggest thing you're looking for, is making sure you get the proper battery with the proper base so that it plugs into your machine. Okay, super easy to change. I've actually never done this before, but I'm gonna show you step by step. It's 3 screws. And take 3 screws out, put 3 screws in. So I've done things like this before. So if you're like nervous about doing this because you've never done anything like this before, neither have I, okay? I've done things like this, but not with a Dyson, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is get a number 1 screwdriver, okay? So you can see you have a screw up here. It's gonna be the screw that holds the battery in there. And then if you turn it over, there's going to be 2 screws here. So 1 there and 1 there, okay? So we're gonna take all of those screws out. In order to get to these 2 down here, I'm probably gonna have to take the bottom open. So we'll go ahead and take the, open up the bottom. So to open the canister, you just pull up like this. Comes out, the bottom falls out. I did empty this before, but as you can see, some of this residue has fallen out. Okay, so now we can clearly get to those 2 screws I was telling you about. So I'm gonna take my number 1 screwdriver and unscrew them. Okay, after you get the 2 screws out on the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and take the one out on the top. You could do these in any order, really. It doesn't really matter which one you take out first or second. I would probably actually recommend maybe take out the top one first. That way when you lay it down, you don't have to worry about doing anything else once you get it out. So I'm almost out there. Make sure you don't mix up the screws where they go. I'm noticing this one has a washer on it, whereas the other 2 did not. So it just comes out like that. I'll put this screw over here so that I don't mix them up. All right, then we'll turn it back over. And as you can see, the battery's already getting loose. We're just gonna go ahead and pull the battery straight off. So it literally just falls out of there, okay? So as you can see, we're gonna look at it and inspect it and make sure that both these batteries are exactly the same So it looks like they're back exactly the same. So they're gonna be a good compatible fit for this unit. Okay, so to put the new one on, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide it back in, just like you took it out. Just slow and steady. The actual stem here goes all the way up into the top where the trigger is. So the actual stem here goes all the way up in here where the trigger is. So all right, so once you slide it in, make sure your trigger is working again, is spring loaded. So we got that in, got it pushed all the way in. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2 screws back in the bottom to the 2 corresponding holes, one at the top, one at the bottom. Then I'm gonna stand it up on its end and put the top screw in. All right, so I got the top screw back in and I've got the canister closed. So now before we test it, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to change the 2 filters, okay? So there's 2 filters on this Dyson unit. The first one is at the back and the other one is at the front, okay? So to change the back filter, this is the main large filter. As you can see, it's kind of dirty and dusty in there. Basically, you just twist. You just twist off, just like that, and it pops off. There's grooves that correspond on the actual cylinder itself. So I'm gonna take the new one. As you can see, this one's a lot cleaner. And I'm gonna put that one on just like so. And it's literally that simple. This is just a protective piece of plastic that came with the unit for shipping purposes, I guess. And then the other filter on the top here is literally you just grab this knob and you pull straight out, okay? So as you can see, this filter is dirty as well. It actually has a little weight to it too, more than this one, probably because it's full of dust. And so once we get that, you just pull it out and then you get your new one and you literally just push it back in and the filter sits in the top literally just like that. So that's how you change both your filters on your Dyson unit and how you replace the battery on the Dyson V8 Plus. This is going to be extremely close and very similar on all other Dyson units. Maybe it's a little bit different battery style, but the concepts will be exactly the same. Same thing for the filters. They're all gonna have this push-in filter and this twist filter at the back. So no matter what unit you have, this is a pretty easy procedure that pretty much anyone could do. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and please comment if you have any questions about any of these things, and feel free to subscribe to my channel.